Alright, DT swapped. What I could say to the darkness swapped. Maybe I might do C sides and Y sides next, but yo, creator was good. Hey Parasite X, what's going on, man? Guess what? I found another Darkness Takeover mod that we can parody. Yup, and I think I got some good hopes for this one. Dog, we haven't even seen it. You guys haven't even seen it? Yeah, we were a little bit too hyped when we found that there was a fairy tale version of Crusade of the Darkness. Well, there's about to be. We're about to have King Von, you know? Wait, is that a reference to something? Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a reference to, like, the creator's old username, Tsar Von the First. Ah, that's cool. Anyways, yeah, a Notions King. Oh, who is this? Who created it? This guy, Big Ying or whatever. Alright, looks good. I'll check it out. Later though. 12 hours later. By the way, this means no disrespect to the creator or the people who made the art. I just thought the design looked goofy and I wanted to express it here. Alright, what was I gonna do again? Oh yeah, that mod they suggested me. Hold on. What's this? Oh, dude, Peter looks cool. He's like a king in this timeline. Oh, that looks cool. Wait. Oh, boyfriend's design looks cool too. And my computer's vibrating. Wait, that design looks sick. What the hell is going on? Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. But wow, this Peter Griffin design looks cool. Look at it. Oh man, I wonder what Stewie's gonna look like. That ain't even Stewie anymore, bro. Well, I mean, Brian looks cool. He's like a big bad wolf, but that ain't even Stewie. And no, there will not be a Crusade of the Darkness Fairy Tale edition, alright? There's already way too much variance. There's the SNS one. There might be a swapped one. There's gonna be a C-side one probably, and a Y-side one also probably. So, there's already enough COTD variants that are about to happen as is, dog. I'm tired. Can you shut up, you freaking computer? Hey guys, this is it. The final episode of not just the shows, of like this show I mean, but all of the casual shows out there. It started from me and my classmates, and it ends here, at the longest running show yet. I can't believe it. It's all gonna end here. Well, let's get the episode started already. Enough of the shitty intro. And they basically came back because they had like a little break. Well, everyone, it's finally time we move on and graduate. It's gonna be very sad seeing you all go for the summer and seeing most of you go permanently. But hopefully for the rest that are staying, we'll have good times. But let's not dwell on depressing reality. Let us dwell on some fun. First off, we have 4 acts, which are Adam's, the Iron League Band. We have the YR Now K one-liners, because you know Khalids included now. What the hell? We also have the G5's History roleplay, and last but not least, the memorial moments, and everyone has to sing the INHS song for one last time before we leave. And now note, I'm actually gonna try and sing the song because I think I've memorized it, so. First off, let us begin with Adam, Timothy, Matthew, and Aaron's band. So Adam, and Aaron, and Matthew, and Timothy. Adam was like the lead singer. Timothy was like the... Wait, there's like... No, Timothy is gonna be on the flute. There's gonna be like a little flute solo. Aaron's on the drums, and Matthew is on the guitar. So yeah, hello everyone, this song is dedicated to all of our SWeb experiences who tried so hard to create lyrics, and I think we finally did it. So let's begin! And everyone was like cheering and holding those like BTS stick thingies. You know, the one that like glows up and you like wave it in the air. Ah, no, I only learned about that because of Shining Glitter Cookie. So Adam was singing, and Matthew was on the guitar, and then Aaron was on the drums, and then Timothy was also singing too, and then there was like cool lyrics, and then Adam was like, "Alright, Timothy, you can do your flute solo now." So then Timothy did a whole flute solo. That was like a callback to like the song, you know, of INHS, and it was so cool, and then he was back in the lyrics, and they were both singing, and then everyone started singing, it was all crazy, and it was all so epic, and everyone was holding up their pens in the air, that are capped, and yeah. Yeah! Woo! Did it! Yay! Everyone's cheering! Wow. Can't believe Adam's music has actually gone this far. Not just Adam's music, the Iron League's music. You know, we could use this to our advantage. Kick Adam out of the game, make ourselves the best fencers. You know what they say, Jed. You can't have the hero without the main villain. The side villain is nice every once in a while, but you have to have the main villain come back. Okay. I mean, I kind of see where you're coming from, but sure. So check that. And now, as Ylise has told me, by far the longest section, the one-liners. Let's begin. So let me get Khalid, Ylise, and Rhains on here. Yup, it's time for the one-liners. I'm actually kind of excited about this one, ironically. So they had like seats. Listen. Grade 4, when I started this, had 37 one-liners. Grade 6, actually no, grade 5, yeah, grade 5 is when I started this. Grade 6 had 51 one-liners. So I thought it was gonna be a modest amount, like maybe 60. I am not kidding you guys. Me and Rain combining our one-liners is the best thing that has happened, cause we have 69 one-liners. Most were like laughing, like sarcastically, just to keep up with the rest. So, whew, and I gotta say, well, we gotta say that we started this and ended this really well. But let's not waste any time, shall we? And Khalids here, because he wrote some of his own one-liners. Most of them were about me, so. And also for like role-playing the lines and stuff, because technically there's multiple. Alright gang, my bad. My stupid storage interrupted me again, so yeah, let's begin. Alright, well, let's not waste any time with the first line by our group leader, Vince. Alright. Jeez, I would say we might as well have voted a pencil, but a pencil could definitely be better than Adam's all brute, no brain morals. Since during the whole election. Ha ha, take that, sucker. Well, that line didn't really age well, considering I was voted as best president in the entirety of grade 7. Sucker! Oh, shut up! Alright, and this next line wouldn't happen for quite a while. Until the MI Festival, where actually multiple of them happened. So, number 2 is by Wellburn, and it says, "Bro, you said you don't have a crush on him, but your face is as red as your outfit." Rain, what the hell? Why did you agree on including that? Because if I didn't, it would be at 68. Let's go! My line actually made it! Yeah, they didn't scrap it! You're lucky I didn't scrap it, Wellburn. Next is by Adam. And the context is that, I think from what Matthew told me, he was like flirting with a girl. They didn't tell me who it was, but I'm gonna assume it was Rebecca, so. It states, "Huh, I just pulled that out of nowhere." Yeah, I pulled every single line out of nowhere, and what are you gonna do about it? Hey, that's not what I said. I said a swear word, and I guess Ylise is too much of a snowflake to include it. Adam, what? Next up is Timothy, and basically this was like right after that Adam line, and I was like replacing the swear word with nowhere, or out of nowhere. And it states, yeah, we can clearly tell that your censorship is as worse as Tiananmen Square. See, guys? But for real, though, her censorship is as worse as Tiananmen Square. Timothy, you might not want to make that joke. Dude, it's fine. Wait, is this... Jean? I don't think you're supposed to be sitting here. Just pretend that they, like, you know, switch seats, so, yeah. Dude, it's fine. Besides, I don't really have an opinion on the whole Tiananmen Square thing, and so does the rest of my group. Oh. Okay. Well, in that case... Timothy, that's a literal well inside of a case. Oh, Robert, you are so unlucky that you pulled that just now, bruh. Anyways, next up, Matthew. And it's like against me, I think. Basically, me and Matthew were like talking, and like, you know, someone like shipped us together. I was like, bro, shut up! I do not want to date this kitty-sized kid meal eating, playing around at McDonald's, playing looking during the science tour. Okay, but seriously though, I do not want to date this kitty-sized kid meal eating, playground at McDonald's playing looking Why is it that people always quote themselves when they're quoted anyway? Ego boost. Next up is Vince during the science thing. And it said, oh wait, nope, wait. We have the first 2-in-1 one-liner, and again it's from Matthew. And it said, wait, that was a good quote? No! Don't you dare say it. Wait, no. That was a good quote. No. Yes, I got added in the journal. Now we have line number 6 with Vince stating, wait, oh, you know, I'll just be grateful Sean's actually enjoying it and not just being a crazy football fanboy for like the 8 billionth time whenever we go on these science journeys. Okay, but for real though, you can never appreciate science, man! Like, atoms have balls. Yeah, obviously. Like, I have like spheres. Yeah. And you're technically saying you don't appreciate a football, man! You fraud. How? Yeah, no, I don't. I'm confused. Next up, let's move to the next page. Alright. Here we have Adam during the football game, and it was basically a response to someone calling football soccer, and it was, what the hell is a soccer? It's football because you play with your foot and a ball. And what's a soccer? You're gonna sock her? That's like an innuendo for kidnapping. Okay, now, see, at least Ashley catches my lines. This is how it should have been done. How it done. Aw, dog, you became a K-pop demon. I thought you said that movie was too manly for you. Shut up. Takedown is such a... What's it, Takedown? How It's Done is such a good song. So is every single song in the movie. Maybe besides Free, because, you know, like, I don't really dance to it, but it's a good sad song nonetheless. Next up, line number 8 was during my birthday. Actually, I'm gonna move Rain to the side for a bit. And it was by Sean. I can't tell if that was a roast or a compliment, so I'm just gonna call it a compost. Yeah, like how I'm about to throw you in the compost. Whoa! Is that a Mordecai reference? Shut up, Sean. You do realize you have the most at-expense one-liners ever. Like most of these... Yes, like the most lines that are at your expense, buddy. I don't know why you're roasting me, bud. Damn, she told you to sit in your place, twin. Next up is Vince, again during my birthday. And it was basically me trying out different outfits, and Zoe was like over analyzing it, and Sean made a really basic comment, and he was like, ah yes, the duality of fashion. Overanalyzing the outfit, and it looks good. I added the XD, just I didn't want to add more quotation marks. What the Sigma? Why didn't I say that? Next up is Lionel, and this is our first quarter exam line towards Zoe. You know you can just speak that to yourself, right? You don't have to say that out loud. Well, clearly later down the line, she did not follow my advice. Next up, I'm gonna speed through these, so I wasn't triggering anything. I can't even have my internal monologue now. I can't even have that. And it was Sen during the first quarter. And then it was Steve going, internal monologuing in the big 25. And then Sen would later roast someone during like English, I believe. And the roast went, aren't you the person that put let's go eat grandma instead of let's go eat grandma on your essay? Damn. My lines ain't that hard, bro. Now, there's gonna be kind of a common theme of Sen randomly just crashing out in most of his one-liners. Next up is Khalid, and this one's gonna be a bit topical. Yo, let's go, I'm on here. But it says, Lionel, you really took the time and effort out of your day instead of studying to make a horribly photoshopped photo of me and Pauline kissing? That sounded really weird out of context. Yeah, you should have changed that a little, cause the Yuri shippers out there, they're gonna get ya. Don't worry, they're too busy shipping Ylise and Ylise anyway. And then, absolutely respectable, man. Round of applause. Chicken jockey. Jeez, this is like the chicken jockey thing all over again. What are these people talking about? Probably Gen Z humor. Next up is our first line by Rain, or written by Rain. Let's go have her say it. Alright, my time to shine. Ylise is now kissing Thomas. What the hell? Damn. First it was Rain going after Sen. No, Ylise going after Sen. Bro, Sen getting all the haws. Alright, and it says... Could you repeat that again? I barely understood what you just said. You were using all these fancy words and stuff. And then Wellburn must have thought that I actually was copying Ylise. Because he then said, wait, you're copying Elise's journal? Yeah, that's because you are, you damn phony. Here's a phone for you, by the way. Oh, really? Psych? Damn, bro. Psych in the big 25. Oh boy, got cooked. Next up, another line from me. Or from Russell, technically. And it says... But well, we've dug ourselves in these holes, and we can't escape out of it unless we use the shovels we dig this hole through to climb back up. I still cannot believe you recorded that. Alright, and now time to give the spotlight back to Ylise. Thanks, Rain. And now, this is one of the more out of context lines where I can't really explain any context. It's straight up Adam just saying, yeah, alright, yeah, violence! And this is where the first quarter exam lines end, and this is during Rebecca's fencing tournament debut. The next one is, whatever, this is a fencing fight, not a comedian club. Ylise? That didn't really age well because we have about... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, 5 more one-liners from the debut tournament, so deal with it, Adam. Ooh, it's giving Ylise. If anyone in the crowd just said it's giving Ylise, they're getting a big jumping later. Oh. Well, damn. Alright. Next up is the holy Adam again. And it says, stop dancing in my damn stadium! Damn, you catch Adam's energy pretty well. What the hell? Why does she actually low-key kind of sound like a girl version of me? Huh, I guess puberty hits different for most people. Tall girls sometimes get high voices, and short girls sometimes get low voices, which now low-key sounds like it makes sense. Next up is by Arthur, and it's another one of the 2-in-1s, and it says, what's going on with Adam? My guy is actually tweaking. Oh my gosh, Ylise just called Adam my guy. Oh my gosh, this is the closest thing we're gonna... Shut the hell up, Isabel. But thank you. Alright, and now for Johnathan. Wait. This was not... Oh crap, I made a mistake. This was Adam saying it. And it was, alright, whatever, Johnathan, stop monologuing. We do not care about your monologue. guess what? They care about my monologue now, motherfucker. And then number 20 by Joey. He was basically getting ganged up on by Vince, Adam, and Khalid because bro thought he could genuinely win. It says, come on guys, you know what they say, right? Support the weaker ones. He ended up getting brutally mauled by the G3 back then. It was called the G3 until Johnathan got added so it became G4, so they do not support the little guys. Final one from the debut tournament, and from this from Khalid, and I feel like this perfectly describes what Adam thinks about these one-liners. Well, that went semi-good and semi-horrible! Well, guess what? It did go semi-good and semi-horrible. Now, for the second quarter examination. And first one from Vince. This didn't actually happen during the exam. This happened after the exam, the day one, and it says, this is when Chris was like a nerd back then, or like a goof, and confronting Vince about wanting to join his fencing team after losing a bet to Khalid. Oh, and if you guys wondering how the fight went, the fight never actually ended up happening because Khalid felt mercy on bro, and you know he went through all this character development. So, but this was before the character development. Kind of funny how you're named Chris because you're like Chris from Everybody Hates Chris, except that people actually have a reason, justifiable reason, I mean, to hate Chris. Yeah, Vince said Chris a solid 4 times. And second quarter exam is the second one, 2 times to 4. So it connects. Damn, Ylise is on that cocaine. Next up is Adam, and this was when Chris wanted to join Adam's group. I was like, no, hell no, get the stinky Chris Griffin out of here. Damn, I'm Sigma, shut up. Next up is by Vince again, and I don't know what bro was doing because he ended up staring into the wall like for the next, like he ended up looking at Francel, like not even Francel's like test, just looked there dead in the eyes. But before that he said 20 items per subject. Dog, this is worse than that one time where Adam bought the last Big Nate comic. Family Guy cut away. Where the hell did it go? Why does it never happen in real life? It should happen. Whew. Next up is directly followed up by Adam, and then another one is directly followed up by Sean, I mean, which are Why the Hell Are You Just Standing There? By Adam, and Sean followed up with Is Bro Waiting for the Cutaway to Happen? And now, for the next 3 lines, Rain will get her attention back. Let's go! Get out of my way! Don't worry guys, I'll have more one-liners eventually, but for now, they will be scattered and far between. Let's start off with Victoria, and it was like, alright, just let me continue my test in peace! And then Rebecca said, girl, you're the one bothering me! Yeah, take that, sucker! Alright, and last line is, hey, listen. If you really think about it, you can use a fencing suit to play the violin. Take a wild guess as who said that one. No snitch. Who said that? It was Rain. What? It was who? Nothing. Good boy. What? No, Rain, you were not supposed to say that! You're following in Adam's footsteps! Take 2. Good. You're about to get cooked, homies. Why did Rain start speaking in fucking Siberian? And now Ylise gets her attention back. Well, that was short-lived. And my attention goes on for quite a long while. Rain will not appear for quite a while, actually. Yeah, that's kind of bad. Damn it. Alright, let's continue with... Where were we again? Oh yeah, here. And then it was Thomas basically saying, what the hell? And then basically we tried, like, he said the F word, but we tried to change it. And it was like, literally 1984. This is such a dystopian. My storage interrupted me again. Alright, oh wait, hold on. Oh, Rain actually gets 1 line again. Let's go. Give me that. And my line reads from Victoria, "Oh, really, really? You actually like him for who he is? Hilarious." Yeah, that line didn't really age well now. Alright, good to know Rebecca's all humble, done dandy dozy or whatever. Line 28 is from Adam, by the way. And yeah. It's like, I think that, yeah, hold on. Like, wait. 5 whole lines dedicated to Adam roasting her Victoria. So, line number 1 is, "Sorry, who are you again? I don't recognize you under all that makeup." Oh, Adam actually roasted the crap out of Victoria. I lost all my aura points. And then, Adam follows it up with, "Looks like you're switching sides. You know, on a normal day, I would be sad, but please go away and bother Vince and not me, for the love of everything that is good." My bad, Adam. I stuttered there. Next up is Thomas. I think it was like Johnathan, like randomly singing, cause like Adam got like compared to Johnathan. And it's like, you know, like Victoria chose Adam over Johnathan, and Jonathan's like, "I wish I knew you wanted me." And then Thomas went all, "Buddy, this is not a Disney musical. Calm down." And then the next 2 lines are from Adam again, and they're, "Yeah, like how this unknown odd girl is good at naturally annoying me." Well, just naturally annoying, but like, you know. And one last one that said, "And please get out of here forever." Damn, I had aura, and I still have it till this day. Alright, and, well, there's gonna be kind of another theme. Vince, for some reason, is like the Rizzler in the class. I'm just gonna say it now, cause like, dude has been pulling Riz lines and shooting them towards Francis like as if it's nobody's business. Let's pretend all the subject teachers already left, by the way. So, as demonstrated by line number 29, damn, that rhymed, and it was about AI. Wait, man, I'm born with singing talent, and is it crazy how we're just prompts and we still manage to find love? And then Kyle was like playing the song was like, "Treat me like whitey, don't get me dirty, double P." Damn, that's W Riz. What the Sigma? That's Skibbity Riz, bro. Can you guys shop? Yeah, we're gonna go shopping for school supplies later. Shut the fuck up, Ella. Damn, that's W Riz. Bro's the Rizzler among us. Sorry, the what? And then, hold on. Adam randomly followed up with, "And Adam, I've literally been learning how to do backflips just for this one cutaway, so you better be happy." Rain, read it. Alright? Let me make sure you get the accent. "Hell yeah! Obligatory backflip! There is no shot she did the actual backflip." Nah, bro. I think Ylise genuinely has a crush on you. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. Like, I was joking, but now I think they're dead serious, bro. I think I'm starting to become an Ylise shipper. Ah, shut up. Don't worry, man. I'm only shipping this just to piss you off. Damn it, now I have Vince as an Ylise shipper. And now, Vince, this next threat, even though you said it, goes to you. A 16.4 kilogram piece of steel will fall on your head on June 14th, 2028. What? Yep, that was Sean's exact reaction. And then next up, quite a long one. This is about technical drawing. No offense, just pretend the technical drawing teacher along with the other teachers already left. Now, this isn't supposed to be like Sean hating on technical drawing. This was just him finding it difficult. And it was, yeah, the great subject of technical drawing, where we have objects like the icosahedron, and the tetrahedron, and the dodecahedron. Just better calm down before I call a whole squadron. I said a whole squadron, Elvis Presley. Stop censoring the media. Stop censoring the media. Alright, so I'm gonna start saying racial slurs, because most of them have that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Damn, Ylise is going crazy. Alright, second page. Oh wait, Rhains, this horse. I bet. Alright, this one is from... Actually, wait. Line number 32. Sorry, where? Oh, wait, hold on. Alright. So this line is from Wellbird that said, "For real, my luck is so horrible!" And then Jets followed up with, "You can say that again." And then Wellbird followed up saying, "My luck is so whore." And Jet said, "I didn't mean that." Did Rain just say whore? That's the first thing you pointed out, not the fact that she included your line? She said whore? She was trying to do a cutaway. She could have said horrid or hoary or whore. Or like whore. Nah, she said W-H-O-R-E whore, bruh. Next up is Ylise line, alright. Damn. Next up is from Vince, and he said, "Jesus, was not one time where my fencing sword broke against Adam." I can confirm, I saw the battle. His fencing sword did break against Adam. What the hell's a fencing sword? Next is from Adam. Again, another Adam line. What the hell? He said, "Nah, that rose was so blatantly obvious, we might as well be saying, or shouting, I mean, hey, give me a free shout out!" This is acted towards Sean, by the way, so another line at Sean's expense. Yippee, we support those. Who's we? We. And they're all saying we. I hate you guys. Next up is from another one of the G5, Khalid. And he said, "Damn, I guess you really are a hotspot for Wi-Fi, eh?" You know, I just realized that could be kind of like a Riz quote Vince could have had. You know, like, "Damn, I guess you really are a hotspot because you attracting all the connections," or something like that. Vince, why did you not do it? Because I was sleeping? Because the test I did was done? Ever to sleep? You get some sleep? Ylise? Huh, fair point. Next up is from Sen. And this is what I meant when I said Sen just goes on a rampage. He starts with, "Are you guys just coping about the fact that you got 78 quarter on English? You guys are this close to failing the subject." Sen then follows up with, "Good. Now get your squiggly diggly looking self out of my face and do your freaking English test." Sorry, my bad guys. My phone acting up. Alright, where is I? Oh yeah, hold on. Wait. Right here, yeah. Alright. And then Samuel follows up with, "Damn, you got bossed around by white edgy kid." And then this is where Sen absolutely goes nuts. I would not have included this in the journal if he didn't say this. Alright, let's go with... Alright. Oh, I know you ain't talking, you 90s Disney bully villain, whatever. You look like some guy named Eric who drinks Mountain Dew on a daily basis and still thinks MLG memes are so funny. Damn, bro. You did not have to do that. Let me just zoom in on Eric. Sen, what the fuck did I do? Take that, you bozo. That's what you get for disrespecting. Yeah. Sen, sure, buddy. You got disrespected out there. Next up is from Adam again. I swear Adam probably has the most lines. Oh yes, history. You know, where you get to learn about that one time where Bulgaria and Greece went to war over a stray dog. Like, what is history even about? Maybe it's went on Adam. But for real though, what is history even about? It's about the complex art of how we studied our past, how the past happened, and how it managed to shape the future. Shut the fuck up, Vince. No one cares. Next up is from Khalid, and I'm just gonna say this right now. The line was so unfunny, it somehow reversed itself into being funny. I guess you can say it's raining pretty hard. And then Khalid played another sound effect. It was like, ba-dum-ts. At least you actually genuinely included that. Like you said, we had to bring it to 69 one-liners, remembering. Fuck. And then next up, we have 4 lines in a row. Alright, first one is from Vince, and it says, Alright, here comes our toughest hurdle. Our final challenge, the final boss. We will conquer. You are not the main character, little bro. Who is we? Rain? Were you reading from the script? No, I was like, making like a remark. That's what Sean ended up saying. Oh. And then Ylise Francel followed it up with, Ylise, you are the complete definition of unemployed. And then I was like talking to Khalid for a bit, and then he said, yeah, like how sir is testing us right now, and you should go answer it right now. Yeah, and you should be shutting up right now. Because, it's Rain's turn to have her lines. Oh, actually? Oh. Well, damn. Alright, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hell yeah, 5 lines for me. Like how I want 5 guys the cheeseburger, not the people. Anyways, you're saying surrender to the journal like as if it's an almighty dictatorship of unfunny one-liners that we are unironically supposed to laugh at without cringing a little. By Timothy. Do you actually think that? Nah, they're pretty goofy at the most and cringy at the least, or whatever. And then Rebecca ended up saying like, sure, she actually got like rizzed up by some guy, and then she said, sure, but unless like choosing a flip phone over the newest iPhone. You're nothing. Was the whisper really freaking necessary? Rebecca said. Yes. And then I was basically like tweaking about Johnathan's line, which I'll show later. Actually, no, I'm gonna do the line first. Let me read that real quick. Wait, what rhyme? Oh, I'll show you. This kind of goes hard, actually. In the notepad, fates were written. 'Cause Pandora didn't listen. Time will march in here with me. The screen's the last you'll ever see. Oh, wait, is that a reference to the fact that he's a programming student? Ba-dum-ts. Hell yeah, it is. Probably, I don't know. Huh. Now that I think about it, it does kind of sound like a programming reference. Because, like, references of code and stuff. Alright, and my final line for now. Jed. You really should have. The only 3D thing I want to see is that paper money I'm making, yeah! Yes, Serene. I'm completely sure that's the only thing I want to see. Alright then, Ylise, your turn. We're approaching the end, guys. We're approaching the end times. Damn, that rhymed. Alright, next up is the third quarter exam. And I said, Ylise, I was gonna draw you initially, but you're too squiggly diggly as is, and the pics are not gonna save your goblet looking at. I mean, it is true, but how the hell did you manage to pull Adam? Nah, twin. It's more like Adam pulled her. Oh yeah, my bad, gang. Khalid, you know I can beat the ever-living shit out of you at any moment I want. You're not tough, man. And this is where the references pour in, because this one is a reference to line number 10. You can just speak that to yourself again, right? Also, who's we? By Lionel during the fourth quarter exam. Zoom in. I'm so Sigma. Yeah, haha, take that, Zoe. Damn, you don't have these. When did it get dark? Why did it get bright? When did it get normal? Alright, now, alright, wait, hold on. Alright, Rain, you get quite a bit of lines there, so. Alright! First up is by, hold on, wait. Johnston, I mean, and he said, what the hell? What the hell-iante? And I was like laughing my ass off, and I was like, what? Just my wait, what? Huh? I was like, what? Just my impressive Sigma singing? And I was like genuinely laughing like my butt off. And then Johnston had another one, and he said, just this June exchange student is low-key a bit cray-cray for your bestie upside you. God damn, Johnson, it looks like you just ate a piece of candy or like those like, got one of those like propeller lollipop like hats. Nah, bro, she actually remembered. Nah, bro, the attention to detail's a W. I'm still waiting for that June X Welburn date. I was gonna completely ignore that. I was gonna completely ignore that. Damn. Damn, June, he do not want you, twin. Next up is... Rhains supposed to be saying that, not Ylise. Stop getting dark! And it says, by Welburn, whose test paper is this? Damn! Their score is lower and deeper in the negatives than the Nutty Putty Cave! Okay, but Welburn, I'm gonna be genuine with you. Whose test paper was that? It was Ella's. What? Alright, second page, and Ylise, it's your turn again. Get out my face, girly. And yes, these one-liners are gonna go on for a really long while. They probably take out most of the episode. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more pages! Alright, it's time for a speed run. First off, we got Eric going, oh, okay, that's not going in the journal. Sorry, buddy, for that L Aura entrance by Eric. And then we have Zhang. His first line is, man, shut your goofy up, or I pack you up like that Coldplay concert packed up that rich CEO. You know, I should have said it like that. And then Zhang ended up saying, basically, I was like impressed, and then Eric was like, dog, are we fighting for Ylise's attention? And he was like, in that case, I'm retreating, man. I do not want that shorty. And I'm not talking about that shoddy, my home bros. What? Yeah, very confusing, I know. For some reason, it's either my line, it's either me at expense or Sean. We're almost bullied, man. Next up is your line. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna read it from... Wait. Rain, you have multiple lines. Holy crap. That's a lot of lines. I bet. I think this is around the point where we start, like, co-working on the lines, right? Because we were all in the same section? Yeah. So they sat next to each other and stuff. Lesbian energy. Who said that? Anyways. Alright. This line says... Hold on. Jed. And he... I don't know why, but... I don't even know this either. No, it's because I didn't bite him in the neck. Sorry, losers. But for some reason, Jed was just not feeling it that, like, today. Because he randomly just said, what's next? You mean to tell me that this giant book I have is going to be slammed into your damn face? Okay, but seriously, Jed. Like, what the hell, man? That was really mean. That was uncalled for. Shut the fuck up. And then, Matthew said, it hasn't happened yet. Jed then said, yeah, push your luck, buddy, and you're gonna see what happens. Man, Jed is so tough, for real. I can't tell if that was sarcasm. You better hope Rain was genuine about that. Alright. Next up is Brielle. And she... What the hell? She said, oh no, this is still worse than that one time where Ezekiel borrowed my pen and never gave it back. And then for some damn reason, Brielle hit me with the most angelic line I've ever heard. I'm gonna need a fraction of her power for this. Wait. Ezekiel, I have an idea. Wait, why was that arguably even better? But what was your idea? My pen. You give it back to me like a good boy. Did you just call him a good boy? Okay, yeah, there's no denying that. But I meant that in a derogatory sense, you know. I call Sean that out of like a sexual standpoint or like a romantic standpoint. So, oh, are you just cheating on this? Bro, I do not want her. No one wants her. That's Sean, bro. Sean's settling for the lowest here, man. The lowest. Alright, next up is by... hold on. Read this. Oh, it was me! And it said, "Cuz, as Arthur said, do you want this tradition to not happen again?" At least I think it was Arthur. Was it actually Arthur? Yes, it was. Oh, that solves it. And my final line... Oh, wait, no, not my final line. And it's by Johnathan. I said, and even then, they still have 6 members. That's 5 plus 1 or 3 squared for those who know. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. It was Johnston. And then Arthur said, 3 squared is 9, you buffoon. And then I ended up adding that to the journal. And Arthur randomly just went, "Master, can you please stop exploiting our embarrassing moments? We're tired of making them for you." So, yeah, I don't know what that was all about. And then, basically, Welburn then majorly found out that, like, June actually liked him. And the first thing he said is, "Precisely. I'm gonna pretend like there's nothing going on, and I'm just gonna remain as the only person in Vince's group with no ship. Send Zoe!" And then I came in, and then Sen said, "Holy copium!" And now it's my turn. Rain. Get your goofy out away. That was mean. Oh, my bad, gang. And it was by Pauline, who said, "You know, Chris, this is the first time I'm going to interview with you." And then Khalid randomly said, "Yeah, Chris, let's shake hands just this one time. I may wash my hands with Safeguard later, but let's shake hands just this once." Oh, and Rain, it's your turn again. Alright, this one's by Jonathan. "Why am I more carnally scared of this guy than Vince, Adam, and Khalid combined?" The context for this one? BL. Trinity BL. Or Trinity Triple Trouble BL is all I'm gonna say. Oh, that's my... Oh, wait, never mind. I know the context. That Sarah said that. Next up is by Russell. And it was another reference to one of the earlier lines. Actually, let me check. It was line... number 4. And it was, yup, Timothy was right when he said, "Yeah, we can clearly hear that your censorship is as worse as human squared." Timothy MI Festival by Russell for a quarter exam. Damn, I'm a mog y'all's for real with these references. Next up is by Theodore. And he said, "Trust me, I'm about to study so hard." Oh, wait, hold on. "I'm about to study and lock in so unbelievably hard. And I kid you not even like a day later." Wait, this is Elise's lines. Yeah, I get to read one of your lines now. Damn it! And she said, "I didn't study for the test," or he said totally. Yeah. Let me just move Jean back to his OG seat. It's kind of bothering me. I kind of want to skip this. Alright, my turn. And then it was by Joe M. This one, it says here, "Shut up, you traitorous bastard." Damn, that sounded kind of like a dude. Are you secretly a dude? No. Fucking dumbass. And, what? Wait, my turn. Get out of my way, Rain. It's my time to shine. After 61 previous lines is my first one, cause I'm pretty sure I'd be in as much debt as the Greek government if I had little amounts of money. Basically, it was about Ylise repaying everyone for the one-liners, so... Ha! Say that, loser! Ah, you annoy me, freaking PMO! Whatever, put my fries in the bag. And this one was by Khalid, who said, "Ooh, at least nerf your character development, little bro." You know, alluding to Thomas, because back then he was a tough kid. I mean, he still is, but... And then this one was by Theodore. We're not just gonna skip the shut up. He said, "I will lock the flip in." Yeah, I did not end up studying. I completely forgot. I am so cooked. I ended up getting cooked. I'm getting tired. I wanna... Nah, just kidding. Of course I'm not getting tired of these one-liners. They're my thing for real. Next up, though, is by Rebecca. She said... Oh, wait, Rain, you read this, but this is my line now, sucker. Hey, I want my line back. Hey, guys, want to take a guess as to what interrupted me this time around? It was my mother. So let's begin. Alright, this one reads, that's called humility, humbleness, letting your ego go away. You should really try that sometime. It's by Rebecca. And guess what? She actually did try it out. Alright, and now Khalid, prepare the sound effects, cause another Riz from line from Vince came out. New Riz line dropped, and it reads, you know, Francel, I could wait. Let me just not make it sound lesbian and actually get Vince to read this one. Wait, what? You did not? Let's go. Get out of my way, twin. You read in front of the whole class. It's time to embarrass Francel and drag myself along as well. You know, Francel, I could easily make a whole PowerPoint about you and I, but we'd still not be done. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Vince. I do not know what that means, but treat me like my teeth. Ooh, that was skibbity Riz. Well, you know what they say. Sometimes my genius impresses myself. Damn, that was a clean line. And Francel was like blushing like freaking Rotten Tomatoes, except like no rotten is like a tomato. Alright, Rain, I'm gonna do the backflip thing again. Actually, you know what? You do the backflip this time. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Fine. What's the line again? Here. Wait, what if we make Khalid do it? Yeah, sure. You read the line, and I'll do the action. Like, no, I'll do, like, Adam's line, and then you say the thing. Alright, yeah, whatever, just got it over. Alright. Obligatory backflip! Wait, no, that is a front flip! I'm a fraud! No! And that's going in the journal! Yes! Alright, guys, we got it clean, we got a smooth little thing going on, all live and everything. Alright. Wait, next one's by Rain. Alright, okay. Sweet. Gotta be easier than that one time where I persuaded Adam into joining my side and helping me with these inventions. Where was the punch? The punchline was supposed to be, it says it's harder, right, Timothy? Freaking Tim the Bear looking on mofo. Oh wait, guys, we're about to be at the last page. It's the last line. Line number 69. This is it. And you know what? You know what, Rain? I've got an idea. If you're thinking about having Vince read the line, oh well, I have a dolly tale for you, because I was thinking the same damn thing. Let's go, Sigma boy, Sigma boy, Sigma boy. Jeez, I would say I might as well have voted an eraser as president, but an eraser could definitely lead better than Adam's all brute, no brains morals. Number 2. Dun 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 dun. Yes, that was the actual sound effect playing. Dun 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 dun. Are they playing the fucking WWE sound effect? Cause it's legendary. It's line number 69. Whoa, everyone's cheering. And then hold on, they all got into formation. And that's all, folks. And then they bowed. Jeez, I'm glad they have chairs, because standing up for quite all this must have been very tiring for Ylise. What the heck? God damn, Sen, bro. There we go, I roughly fixed it. Alright, after that shockingly long-lasting one-liner chaos, it's now time to move on, finally, to our next activity. The G5's play. Basically, Johnathan, Vince, Adam, Khalid, and Jean came over. Wait, hold on. Let me actually. Hold on. So basically, it was like Adam, and then he had like another actor, like this guy, and then he was like sword fighting. Shing! Ah! Ha ha ha! No one can beat me. Well, we'll see about that, faker. Oh really? Bring it on! Shing! Shing! Sword fight. Straw. What? How? Tough luck, buddy. And then he walked out of the frame. Urgh. Get that filthy rat. And I can help you with that. Damn, that rhymed, but what? Who are you? Let's take down Vince once and for all. Alright, I see a little energy. Let's do this. So basically, Vince had like Ylise go on, and then Vince fought Adam, but then they both got defeated, and Ylise defeated Khalid. But then Khalid was like, I'm so mad! And then he challenged Ylise to a rematch, and then Ylise ended up winning. And then like Ylise went back to the seats. Actually, no, wait, she can't go back to the seats. She has like stay here. And then Khalid was like talking with Adam and Vince and also Ylise, and they were like yapping about like Khalid leaving the group. So then Khalid, and then it was like a scene of Khalid walking away, and then Khalid like jump scares Adam and Vince, and he was like fighting them, and then like they were like pushed away, like right here. Let me just shut the fuck up. I'm getting jumped. I'm gonna win. Oh! And then Johnathan came on stage. He was like, interesting. And then he had like a flashlight, like the world's strongest flashlight, and then he just straight up pointed it at them. It didn't blind them. Don't worry. What the helly? What the hell? It's time to defeat you guys. Super cannons. Pew pew pew. Grr grr grr. Rah. And then they were like mocking the power-ups, so they're going really fast, and then they jumped Johnathan. And then like they would constantly do the thing where they fight off screen and then they fight on screen. And then like Vince ran away, but then they also ran away, and then like Khalid, Adam, and Johnathan joined forces, and they're like, hey guys, let's kick Vince's ass. Yeah, sure. And then they all like came together. And then like it was like them versus Vince, and then Vince came in and he was like they were all like fighting, but then they got interrupted because not really. They were like all fighting. Khalid and Johnathan were eliminated, and then they were about to deliver the final blow. Shing! And then Adam got defeated, and it was like Adam knelt, and then like they gave their cool respect or whatever. But then Jean like leaped on here, and then he like challenged all of them, but then he also had like his group. So let me actually get his group. So then they all were like fighting, and it was like chaos, but then they all got eliminated. So let me get them immediately out of there. Oh, hold on, wait, where did you sit? Oh, like that, right here. All right. And then, but also Vince, Khalid, and Johnathan got eliminated. But then Adam and Jean were fighting, and then Jean fell out. And then they shook hands. And then the play was finished. Yeah, very rough thing. So they bowed. Alright. Great play from the G5 fencing team. It was an honor to have you guys here. So, and now for our final and perhaps most happy yet sad act, Johnathan's memorial moments. Johnathan, please, for the love of God, I'm about to cry. Aw, don't worry, you're not gonna be the only one. And this is like the school computer. Alright, and boom! And it was like a giant pro like TV, like flashing all the fun memories they had with like some happy yet sad music. And then they were all like crying. Damn, bro, this is gonna make me cry. Don't worry, Vince, I'm crying with you too. Damn, this is depressing. Damn. I think Johnathan is crying as well. Ha ha. I might get to laugh at him. Damn. I don't even want to watch my own video, bro. I don't even want to watch my own video. This shit's depressing, man. And then it ended off with like Adam doing his super cool backflip, and then into like some goofy outro, like one of those like gamer outros, because you know they wanted to like shift the mood a little. Okay, at least I added this goofy outro. What goofy outro? You like the best. It was like some Sigma edit of Adam doing a backflip, and everyone was like, it went from crying to like cry laughing, and some went from crying, skipped cry laughing, and straight up went to laughing. Alright, everyone, let me just get rid of the stage. Well, this is it. The school year 2024-2025 is over. But first, section photos. Let's start off with Osborne. Alright, everyone say cheese. And they had like the photographer. Cheese. Alright, Cooper, it's your turn. Alright, everyone say cheese. Where's the photographer? Oh, wait, there it is. Cheese. Click. And now for the big photo shoot. Alright, everyone. Hold on, let me get the subject teachers here too. Alright, everyone say cheese. Cheese! Yeah! We all graduated! And they were all throwing like cool hats in the air and stuff, so yeah. Oh guys, we did it. We came so far! We came so far! Shut the hell up, but hell yeah guys, we did it! Hey Vince. What, brother? Well, even though I gave up my crown to you, this does not mean we'll try and take it. Oh, Adam, best believe we will take the crown. Hell nah. It's time for the technicians to get their recognition. Hell nah. New team, always the luckiest. Now, it's time we take the crown. Seems we got quite a lot of opponents on our tail. Well, we ready to beat them, gang? Always will, and always have been. Well, see you on the other side of, I don't know, the Boracay Island or something. Later, loser! That's the Adam we all know and hate. Wait, where's Ylise going? Damn it, I was so close to completing one of my damn goals, but... Thomas! Yeah? Come with me real quick. Sure? Where the hell do you think they're going? Well, let's follow them, of course! The view looks nice, don't you think? They said that... Yeah. Why are you so depressed? I mean, obviously we just finished graduation, but what else is there to be depressed about? It's just that... one of my New Year's resolutions was to finally get someone to love me romantically, and... I don't know why, but I just keep on failing at it. Same here, but I guess both of our resolutions will finally be completed. Huh? What are you trying to say? She actually did it! Yo, let's go! She actually did it, there's no way! But I thought we... Yup. I wanted to hide this for so long, but I don't know why. I couldn't hide it for much longer, right? Well, you know the darn diddly truth. I have the same feelings for you. That's why I was so adamant about joining you in those couple games, cause it felt something being alongside you to me. It took me out of this bully guy personality and into you. That's sweet, but at least we got a little live audience. Sean, what the hell, man? Listen, bro, I get hype, alright. You know what, guys? Completely understandable. So, I suggest for our first summer activity, me and Thomas's first date, and then the girls came out of the bush. First date? Let's go! Come on, guys, let's get a moving! And then Thomas's friends came here. Yo, Thomas! It seems you got some huns! Hell yeah, I do, gang. Finally confessed to a girl. It worked! Take that, losers. It's 1 point for me. 0, 0, 0, 0 for you. Alright, don't let the ego stroke get to you. Let's go. Yo, we were just about to go on Ylise's first date. Vince, why would you tell them that? What? They're Thomas's besties. Yeah, bro, we're Thomas's besties. We deserve to know if he's got a date or not. Yeah, babe, they're right. Babe, damn, you guys are into it already. I guess you're right. Let's go, guys. Right behind you, sucker. Let's go. Huh? What's this? Huh? What the? Where am I? In a place of infinite glory. What the? I was stripped of my power. No, the memories! Stop! Every reboot, every reset, every dramatic climax. It's about to all be worth it, my comrade. No, Parasite X, you deceitful bastard. I still remember the things you've done. Oh, buddy. You're gonna be remembering the things I'm about to do to your entire timeline for a while. But first, I'd like to play with my prey before I catch it. What? What the hell do you mean? I'll show you. No, please, help! What the hell was that? Now it's time to give rise to the Orientalist calamity. Shh! No! Make it stop! Help! No, I'm gonna get bitten! No! Vince, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just had a weird vision in my head. Dog, what the hell is going on with you, man? You're like totally tweaking. Could you guys describe it? You were like grabbing onto some trash can and then you suddenly just froze and then grasped onto your head for like a solid 30 seconds. You muttered some things about I know what you've done, you traitorous bastard or whatever. Yeah, man. Like, listen, I know graduation takes a big toll on us, but it is not that bad. Yeah, see, even Jed agrees with me, and he's like the nerdy kid that is the voice of reason. Cringe, by the way. Oh, shut up. I don't know, man. You can not go with us if you want. No, I'm fine. Just keep going. And Francois followed alongside him and like hugging him and reassuring him and stuff. What's a parasite? Wilburn, are you okay? What the hell? Sorry, what was going on again? You were asking someone an ex. Dog, I've never had an ex before. And I'm pretty sure June would have been my first relationship. But, you know, she hasn't confessed by now, so... And she just texted you saying that she loves you. What are you gonna say about that, man? Oh, that's awkward. So, Vince, what did you think? Well, it was certainly a way to start a new chapter for my life. And done. Finally, I'm done with the last freaking Lego set, for crying out loud.